Greetings, folks. It is Monday night, March 4th, 2019. I'm Tom Lineweaver, and this is a rare late night commentary, except for late night weekends. But during the week, I like to do serious stuff. That's why I do politics and a little religion and so forth. Well, I call this Millionaire Baseball. Now, I want to start by saying, when I was a teenager, I think it was it 1971 when Veterans Stadium opened up? I think it was, because they got Steve Carlton in 1972. Anyway, my dad sent me with a group of people. My uncle was a school teacher, and they had a group from the school that went to see these baseball games. And they used to go to Connie Mack Stadium, but in the year that Veterans Stadium opened, Dad sent me instead of going himself. So I guess I don't know. Maybe he just preferred Connie Mack Stadium. I don't know. I know that when Veterans Stadium was going to close down, I went to the last year. I didn't even know how much the tickets were. I should ask. Anyway, but the ticket price. Well, let's see. We were sitting, if I remember correctly, we were sitting in the 400 level. I remember hearing them called reserve seats. Well, at any rate, my ticket at that first game, I think it was in April. I think it was at the beginning of the season. Anyway, the ticket price for my seat was $4.95. I think I kept the stub somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm sure I have it somewhere. I have to look for it. I'll probably look forever to find it and probably never find it. Anyway, $4.95 for that ticket. Now, the price list for this year at Citizens Bank Park. I'm going to give you the link here on YouTube. I'm going to give you the link to that price list. The 400 level, the cheapest ticket I could find at the 400 level that would be comparable to where I sat at Veterans Stadium for $4.95. The cheapest ticket I could find in comparable seats, $316. How in the world can a family afford? I mean, if you got $316 times 4, that's over $1,200. $1,200 for a family of 4 to go see a game? Who can afford that? Jeez. Now, why is that? Well, let me tell you. On the picture that I have to make this video with, you see 3 baseball players. Bryce Harper going to the Phillies for a 13-year, $330 million contract. Nolan Ariendo going to the Rockies for what was it, $208 Yeah, whatever. It was less than what Bryce Harper's getting. Although per year it's pretty close. And then the one I remember the first was Manny Machado going to the San Diego Padres, 10-year, $300 million contract. CBS Sports.com has this article entitled Biggest MLB Contracts in History. How Bryce Harper, Nolan Arenado, Manny Machado deals rank all time. It was written by Cody Benjamin and it was posted on March 1st. And there's a video there. I'll give you the link to this article. It starts, the Manny Machado free agency tour wasn't the only thing to result in record-breaking contracts this MLB offseason. With news of Mercado's 10-year, $300 million deal with the San Diego Padres still visible in the rearview mirror, the Colorado Rockies made their own star infielder, Nolan Arenado. Whatever happened to Richie Ashburn? I mean, names that I could pronounce. Anyway, an even richer man in terms of average salary per season, reportedly striking an 8-year extension worth $260 million. Then later, the Philadelphia Phillies caught arguably the biggest free agent fish in the pond, landing Washington Nationals slugger Bryce Harper on an even bigger 13-year, $330 million deal. Folks, that's why the huge seat tickets. And gentlemen, you should be ashamed of yourself. How many children are out there that are probably idolizing you three men that will never be able to see you play because they can't afford it? Families can't afford it. How many people can afford it? I mean, if a family of four needs to pay $1,200, and that's at least $1,200. At least $1,200 for a family of four. I've seen prices, let's see, prices per seat, $528. Price per seat, $1,040. That would be over $4,000 for a family of four. This is getting out of hand. Now, I don't think government can or should do anything about it, other than tax these people 75%. I would have no problem taking Bryce Harper 75% because he'll be able to live. He'll be able to live on what's left. I certainly wouldn't want to tax people to the point where they couldn't afford to live. And there are some people that are taxed that much. Why don't you tax these millionaires that much? Donald Trump, I would have no problem taxing people in his bracket at least 75%, maybe 80%. Folks, I don't think anybody is worth that kind of money. I'm sorry. This is greed, pure and simple. And Bryce Harper is one of the greatest. I hope you're proud of yourself, Mr. Harper. Mr. Mercado. Because of you, ticket prices are sky high. Because of you, little kids will not be able to go to a baseball game this year. You really are a bunch of scumbags. Now, I don't watch baseball anymore. I don't know when I stopped watching baseball. It may have been when the first $1 million contract came out. That, who knows when that was? I don't remember when that was. But when baseball started catering to millionaires, I used to call it MLB, Millionaire League Baseball. When that started happening, I gave up on baseball. I'm sorry. $1 million to play baseball? Hank Aaron never got that. Babe Ruth never got that. And they were the best. Willie Mays never got that. Richie Ashburn never got that. And they were all happy with what they had. They didn't become wealthy off of their craft, off their talents. And when they left baseball, at least when they stopped playing baseball, they still had to do something to make ends meet. Richie Ashburn became an announcer. And I think maybe Willie Mays may have invested in something. I don't know. I don't know what all they did. They might have sold their stories and lived off the royalties. I don't know. I don't remember. But folks, these three men are a bunch of greedy bastards. Yep. And I don't see how anybody can afford to go see a baseball game anymore. Like I said, the last game I went to was back in July of whatever year was the last year for Veterans Stadium. And the only reason I went is because it was the last year of the vet. I didn't care about the game. Well, I guess I did to a point. You know, Phillies lost, by the way. Yeah, people, the Phillies have a losing tradition. They're the only team in baseball that has over 10,000 losses. Imagine that. Anyway, also, the first game I went to, I'll never forget it. They played the San Francisco Giants. They won 13-0. And not only did Rick Wise pitch up a storm in that game, he hit a home run. In fact, I think he hit 2 home runs. But at least one. 13-0. What a game to start going to see. And I went every year after that for I don't know how long. I don't remember when I stopped going. Anyway, it's just incredible. What a game. I'll never forget it. Well, I might forget it someday. I mean, I might forget my own name someday. Anyway, folks, I feel sorry for poor people, don't you? These parents can't afford to send their kids to a baseball game. Not at those seating prices. And so there are a lot of kids that will not be able to go see a Major League Baseball game ever in their lives unless somebody wins the lottery in their life. And then it might be difficult. I mean, even if you're a millionaire, if you get $1 million a year, you're going to have to pay half of that for a season ticket. Oh my folks, what a world we live in. But yeah, these three guys are a bunch of greedy bums. And I just had to address that. I had to. Anyway, I'm Tom Lineweaver. That's it for tonight. You folks have a good day and win the lottery so you can go see a baseball game. Good night.